Joining us today to lead off our program is Kevin Kendrick, representing the Cultural Awareness Committee. Kevin, welcome to Community Focus.
Thank you.
Would you give us a brief history of the Cultural Awareness Committee?
Sure. The Cultural Awareness Committee is actually a project of the Midland Area Community Foundation. They got their start in 1991 as a result of several different organizations participating in a summer festival. From that point, in 1994, they received a $5,000 grant that was given to the Midland Area Community Foundation in order to further their activities. And then in 1996, the Cultural Awareness Committee was actually formed. In 1998, they actually established a relationship with MCTV. And then finally, in the intervening years between 1998 and 2003, there was a lot of work done to figure out what their direction should be. And finally, in 2003, they agreed to participate in a community survey, and as a result of that survey, they determined that they should be focused in several different areas, including the establishment of a speakers bureau, a focus on education, and then general collaboration with other groups in the community. And then in 2011, they actually started a relationship with Northwood University, and in 2012, that's when we had our first recognition of Cultural Awareness Month, and we've been doing it ever since.
And that would be October each year. Is that as a City of Midland or county declaration of cultural awareness? That's
correct. We appear in front of the Midland City Council. We obtain a proclamation from the city proclaiming October as Cultural Awareness Month. It's part of an overall larger awareness of the month of October as being one to recognize cultural diversity. And the city has been very kind in granting us that proclamation every October.
Well, what is planned for the Cultural Awareness Month for 2015 this year?
Oh, great. We have a lot of activities planned for this month. We're going to start things off on October the 1st with a group that's called the Collage Dance Collective from Memphis, Tennessee. They're actually going to appear in two Midland elementary schools, Carpenter and East Lawn. And then that same group is going to appear at the Temple Theater to host a free concert for people who are interested in attending. There will be a ticket required to attend that, but the tickets are free and they can be obtained at the Midland Area Community Foundation. And then on October 15th, the community is invited to participate in a book read that the Cultural Awareness Committee is participating in with the Grace A. Dow Memorial Library here. The book is called The Lowland. And it's by an author whose name is
Jhumpa Lahiri.
What's the name?
Jhumpa.
Jhumpa Lahiri.
Lahiri?
Yes, Jhumpa Lahiri will be the artist, actually the book writer. And that book read will take place on October 15th.
That will be a discussion, a facilitated discussion of the book.
That's correct.
What else?
Well, we've got from October the 20th through the 30th, again, at the Grace A. Dow Memorial Library, we've invited certain groups to submit different pieces of art, which will be dedicated to our theme for the month of October. That theme is empowering women, past and present. So we're going to invite a lot of different community organizations to participate in that, to submit different pieces of art. Those are all going to be on display in the mezzanine area of the Grace A. Dow Memorial Library. Also, for the entire month of October, we have invited school children, elementary school, middle school, high school age children, to participate in a recognition of empowered women. We're asking, and in fact, we're challenging students from the Midland County area to submit works of art that celebrate empowered women, past and present. We don't really care what their art looks like. It can be a poem, it can be a picture, it can be a video recording, it can be an essay. But we want them to use their own creative energy in telling us what they think an empowered woman looks like. This is all really in celebration of the 40th year of the United Nations Declaration for Women.
And the entries for that video essay contest would be sometime in October?
Yes, they're going to be required to be turned in by around the third week of October, probably around October the 20th, and those will have to be submitted directly to the Midland Area Community Foundation.
And the rules, the forms, or whatever are available
those will all
from the Midland Area Community Foundation?
That's correct. Those are all going to be available at the Midland Community Foundation, but also online at the Midland Area Community Foundation's website.
At one point, we talked about a presentation by the author Catherine Heine. Is that still in flux?
That is actually confirmed. That will actually happen on. We are really excited to get Catherine Heine here. Catherine grew up in Midland. Her mom and dad were chemists and chemical engineers, and she actually went to Midland and Dow High School. And she's recently published a book called Single, Carefree, and Mellow. And this book has received outstanding reviews from the New York Times and other publications.
Do you have a date for that, Kevin?
That will be November the 1st, a Sunday, again at the Grace A. Dow Memorial Library. At about 2 o'clock.
What's the best way for our viewers to get more information on any of these topics, any of these events that we've talked about?
The best way is to go to the Midland Area Community Foundation's webpage, and the information will either be there on the front page, or you may have to actually click on the Cultural Awareness Committee link. There is a link there that's very obvious.
Well, Kevin, thank you for appearing on Community Focus and bringing us up to date on the activities of the Cultural Awareness Committee.
Thank you for having me, John.
Our next guest is from the Midland Downtown Business Association's 26th Annual Downtown Midland Cruise and Car Show.